for part 2. So nag-stop tayo dun sa build the website development team. Next is to create conventions for file names and URLs. So yung sa URLs, this is for security purposes. So, dapat hindi lahat ng data nakalagay dun sa URL mo. Yung password is equal to, username is equal to, or ID number is equal to. So dapat hindi yun nakikita sa URL. So pagdating sa file names naman, I've been telling you ever since na pag mahaba yung file name, pwedeng maging problema yun sa coding. Pag masyado mahaba or pag halo-halo yung spelling mo, such as pag may buhay pang Jejemon ngayon, and later on pag nag-type ka, since case sensitive yung mga file names natin, it might be a problem. So sasabihin mo, hindi naman naglo-load yung nilagay ko, yun pala mali yung file name mo. So the best is make it short and make it valid. Another, your URL, it should be absolute URL for global links, and could be relative URL for local links. So absolute, pag global links na, dapat hindi nagbabago yung URL mo. Sabi ko nga, your unique address, your resource locator is the key para mahanap kung nasaan yung web page na yun. Again, this will help you pag masyado nang mahaba or madami yung code mo. Next, set a directory structure. Yung directory structure natin, that is one reason kung bakit Atom yung pinapagamit ko sa inyo, because Atom ba ako dito? Atom, where's my Atom? Sa Atom kasi, on this left part ng Atom, doon ninyo nakikita yung folder na naka-open at yung laman nung folders ninyo. That is your directory structure. Later on, pag nag-link kayo ng media doon sa folder ninyo, kailangang sundin ninyo kung nasaan yung file, kung nasaang folder or subfolder yung file na nililink ninyo. A good practice kasi is, pag andito yung main folder mo, pag may madami kang images, you create a subfolder named images. Doon mo ilagay lahat ng images para mas organized siya tignan. So yung directory structure mo is seen at the left part of your text editor, such as Atom and Sublime. Well, pag Notepad++ ang gamit mo, wala talaga siyang makikitang directory structure on the left part. Yan. Another is create a site storyboard. So again, this is already discussed sa graphics ninyo. Your storyboard could be a flowchart, or it could be stick figures, or simply tables, divisions of your site layout. Next is your information structure. It could be linear, tutorial, web, hierarchical, cluster, or catalog. Pag sinabi nating linear, isang line lang yan, isang diretso lang yung flow, hindi ka pwedeng pabalik-balik. Pag tutorial naman, more on nagbibigay ka ng information on how to do steps. Next, pag web, imagine yung web, pwede kang from one point to another Tapos kung gusto mong mag-shift papuntang another location, pwede. That's web. Kumbaga sa network structure is naka-mesh structure ka. Hierarchical, may orders siya, may directory siya, main topic, subtopic, clusters, naka-identify yung magkakasama and pare-pareho. Catalog is brief, ibig sabihin naka-summarize lang siya for faster information dissemination. So again, you may search for examples in Google. Next is publishing your site. So as of the moment, alam na ninyo kung paano mag-publish ng site through FileZilla and your free hosting site, which is ito nga yung report ko sa inyo. Upon defense, dapat live or naka-publish yung website na ginawa ninyo. Sabi dito, considerations, web hosting, meron na tayo nyan, gumamit tayo ng free. Okay. Domain name, since free ang ginagamit natin, we cannot establish our own domain name yet, not unless gusto ninyong magbayad. Next is test your website. So how will you test your website? First, browsers. So we have many browsers from Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Opera Mini, Safari. Yan. So make sure at least you test them in different browsers. Your operating system, connection speeds, display types. Yan. So I'm telling you right now, hindi lahat ng browsers the same yung magiging itsura ng website niyo. That's why if you have already tested them into different browsers, you will recommend to your end users kung ano yung best na pwede nilang gamitin to view your website. Structurally, make sure that your links are working, local and global. Another, user testing. Determine whether your website is easy to navigate and provides easy access to information. Sa user testing, si user ang magte-test your clients, hindi ikaw na programmer or hindi yung kabilang sa development team, because meron merong magiging bias. Kaya it's always best to let your end users or your client to test your website. How will you gather their result in testing? You can use feedback forms, surveys, or polls. Again, pag may feedback ka, those are very important. You have to accept it and make it a way that you will improve your website based from the feedbacks of the users. Next, yun nga, from feedbacks, may idea ka na kung ano yung i-refine mo, papagandahin mo, and ano yung i-update mo to your content. Ang example dito is si Facebook. If you notice, yung unang form ni Facebook is very simple, pero humanap siya ng trends. Ano yung mga in-integrate niya kay Facebook. Dati walang games ang Facebook, ngayon meron na siyang games. So yun yung trends. Dati you cannot separate si Instagram account mo and si Facebook account mo. Now nag-link na sila because yun yung trend na nakikita nila. So plan for major changes on a regular basis. So I think Facebook is parang every other week ata may update ang Facebook. For look, yung design, yung accessibility, kung user friendly ba siya, trends and new technologies. And last is to attract notice to your website. And how will you attract notice? Pwedeng magbigay ka ng business cards, letterheads, catalogs, and mailings. Or, eto yung isipin mo, what will you do para bumalik ulit yung visitor mo sa website mo? Then also consider how visitors will find your website. So how to do that? Use meaningful titles. Sabi ko nga, pag gumawa kayo ng domain name ninyo sa product ninyo, dapat pag nabasa na nila yung URL ninyo, alam na nila agad yung product, and it should be easy to type. Okay? Another is by submitting them to your search engines. One example of search engine is si Google. That's why pag okay yung website mo, laging fini-visit when you search kay Google at nakita ni Google na laging yung website mo yung kiniklik, magiging number 1 siya sa list. Okay, so you should submit your URLs to search engines. So that is the discussion for our lesson planning the website.